Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Jabezi alichoka na uchungu, tena jina lake maana uchungu. Ikabidi Jabezi amlilie Mungu ili Mungu ampe nafasi nyingine. Jabezi aliomba Mungu ambariki, ampanulie mipaka yake, amlinde tena na adui zake, amuondoe na machungu yote. Jooni nyote mliobebeshwa mizigo ya magonjwa, akili na moyo, nira yake ni rahisi tena sana. Atakupa nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine. Mungu amkumbuke huyu mama, ampe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine. Mungu amkumbuke huyu ndugu, ampe nafasi nyingine. Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba.
I'm going to do a short Q&A. Thank you. There's a topic about parenting in the book, and I will start with Anderson. How has your parenting experience been like?
With your permission, if I would just share that answer with her.
I think you escaped the question. But I think there are very many parenting styles. There are 4 in fact, if you follow the books. You're being permissive, so everything the child wants, you say yes, yes, yes. You can be authoritarian, where you rule with an iron fist. You are being authoritative, where you balance between permissiveness and being very authoritative. I think I am that. And the best person to tell you is my son. Because yesterday when I was picking him from school, he tells me, Mom, you know, a friend of mine is inviting me for a birthday. They stay in Karen. Then I'm like, okay, so what did you tell them? I told them, maybe I've been jailed. What did you say?
I've been imprisoned with affection.
So he's imprisoned by affection. And the friend was asking, what is that? He says, I'm loved too much. I don't think my mother will accept that I come that far, especially for a night birthday. So the thing is, we do both a lot of love and firmness. So most of the time when my son is asked questions in school, he knows my answers already. So he will not say, he will not promise someone something. He'll tell you, I know what you will say, Mom. He's more present and very firm. I am more, mimi ndio naongea sana kwa nyumba. Yeye presence yake tu iko, but watoto wanajua. Sasa ile tufungua mdomo mambo imeharibika. But now mimi naifungua mara nyingi, because sometimes he tells me, especially with my young girl, hapo nimeshindwa. But with the boys, nimehard.
Back to you, studio.
Thank you. Who's the baby father?
That one will not answer.
Mama's not going to answer. I will answer.
Go ahead. No, it's good.
Ask him.
What's your favorite? Who's your favorite parent?
For me, it depends at what time. For example, at most times, Dad is the one who comes to school, picks me up, and most of the time is around for functions in school. But Mom, I don't say that she doesn't come to school. She's really busy most of that time. And when at home, Dad is busy on the laptop working away, while Mom is around. Now she's talking, spending time cooking, watching, and things like that. So then for me, they're both equally interesting.
Wow. How about you,
The marriage parent is both because they both take me out and love me equally.
Thank you. Now, I want to go to the biggest challenge about parenting.
According to me, the biggest challenge about parenting is the ability to transition with your children. Because when they are much younger, their needs, their style is different. When they become teenagers, their needs, their preferences, their style becomes different. So, for example, Andes goes with the mother shopping most of the time, and they fight a lot while there. They fight a lot while there because Andes is in that space where fashion is a big deal, and so that is one. The second challenge, according to me, the second biggest challenge about parenting is the ability to understand and appreciate the uniqueness of every child. One of the things I have tried as much as possible, I don't know whether I've hacked it, but everybody just try what you can, is a situation where we understand your strengths and we build on them to such an extent that the children in their space wanajua hii inakuanga ya Andes. If it comes to this, the best person will be Aden. If it comes to this, the best person will be Andes. For me, I think those are the challenges. But Susan, what do you think is your part?
For me, I would say the greatest challenge is noticing that your children are growing and giving them the space. For example, it was a bit hard in the earlier years, especially after Andes went to high school, and he would come, and the way you throw down your opinions on the small bird, fanya hii, fanya hii, fanya hii. Then unamwambia fanya na kuangalia, then tells you after, because he has learned our temperament. But they were trying to manage. So after he's learned me, because he knows I speak more, so I come more forcefully than the father. The father reasons with them more than me. So he will come and tell me, Mom, but you see, I wanted, and you see, after that, I will do what you want. So kufika hiyo point yenye mtoto atafanya saidi anataka was a bit hard for me. Because when we were growing up, Mama akisema now, it is now. Then now, by the time you transition to no, now this one is not a child anymore that you have to control, is an adult where you have to reason together. That was a big challenge. And sometimes I would be like, is it disrespect? Is it...
Amini Mungu kama Samsoni, atakupa nguvu tena mingi mara ya pili kuliko nguvu za umaarufu wa kwanza. Uliyekata tamaa, uliyevunjika moyo na kutabiria nafasi nyingine. Neema yake Mwenyezi Mungu kubwa kwako. Atakupa nafasi nyingine. Yakobo kazaliwa na uwezo mkubwa, kafinyiliwa sababu yasiyo wa kwanza. Mamake kamsaidia njia hatari ili apate nafasi yake. Akafanya kazi kwa miaka 7, akahadaiwa kwa mke wake, lakini alikung'ang'ana na malaika, akapata nafasi nyingine kwa wale waliofinyiliwa, nafasi nyingine kwa wale wasio na sauti, nafasi nyingine kwa wale wote walio na shauku, nafasi nyingine. Mungu nipe nguvu mpya, nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Nipe nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine, nafasi nyingine kwenye upepo na dhoruba. Know that right in here we will be having, all shades of parents. So I just want to get, it is one question for all of you. I just want to get your insight on what is unique about parenting. Of course, for every parent, every experience is unique. But what's What's your experience? What has been most intriguing? First, you, Reverend Chris.
Hello, my name is Pastor Chris Anderson, as I said, is my friend and a strong friend too. Parenting is very tricky and good. As he said, I have 3 sons. Our acting last born is 23. Amen. And we serve in the same ministry. It's not very easy. Maybe something I'll point out from my point is partnership. A partnership where I know I am the father. He knows I is my son. And so as we discuss, I have to let him know that every decision is taken is for his better future. And my concern is to guide him. So I allow them to look at me as a model. And Anderson will bear witness. I'm a musician, and all my children are in the same direction. So they see and we partner together. As she said, there is someone who will talk too much, and there is somebody who will talk less, and that is parenting. We cannot all be at the same spot. Amen.
Thank you. As you heard, we have few grown-up young men. And I think one of the things that one keeps with life is you are a parent and you are forever a parent. Even when they grow up and they leave home, you're still a parent. You still have to follow them, catch up with them, and be involved in their lives. And one of the other additional things that we have picked is even when they struggle in certain areas, just learn to appreciate that you're together in that failure. And God found it fit that that person who is failing be born to you as you're the father or the mother, that person can survive best in this world with all the failures and shortcomings if they were born in your family. And that gives you a bond that you want to cherish and protect. That doesn't matter how much you fail, my son, and how much you struggle here and there. We are together, and we have to be determined to fight through until the end. And I think that confidence and encouraging them that you can always turn around every situation because they are not alone. You are together. And God found it fit that you be bound by a bond that will allow you not to be crushed by a failure. Because out there's a lot of competition. Your son will there's a lot of competition and they will always be bashed and beaten up. So when they come home, for instance, I've always had a struggle with situations where people say, you know what, after 10 o'clock you cannot come to this home. You never have such a rule, at least for me, because where else can they go at 10 o'clock in the night? You are bound together, and God found it necessary for you to be the father of that son and to stand with them even when they go to jail. You must be present during the day of judgment, because you're the only one in this world that's going to be the father, and you're the one who can lift them up. So it's a journey, and a parent, always a parent.
And one important thing I would say for us as parents is to befriend their children, such that you maintain that communication. Like this afternoon, they know we are here. They don't live at home, but there is that open communication that we know where each other is. There is that openness, and we are able to talk. Even as we face challenges, as we go through struggles, there is that communication that we are able to talk one to another. So it's a full-time job, and we can never say our children are grown enough, and we should be there for them and continue supporting them. Thank you.
Nafasi nyingine kwa wale waliofinyiliwa, nafasi nyingine kwa wale wasio na sauti, nafasi nyingine kwa wale walio na shauku, nafasi nyingine Mungu nipe nguvu mpya. Nipe
financier, and I'm a financial consultant by profession. In my line of work, I do personal finance training as well, and I'm currently also gearing towards talking to children with their parents together or separately on how they engage together about money matters. Because I've grown up as well with money problems. I've seen how my parents have handled money. The first question is, I'm wondering if you have a section where you are talking about how you handle money problems and money matters with your children and with your wife, or in the family as a whole.
Okay, Rena is a financial consultant, and there are, just like there were some things we would have done, I would have been happy to, project some of her works. They are available. She's been on our TV screens, K24, Citizen, discussing financial matters, and I have indeed benefited a lot from her information and from her financial consultancy. But this is the point. I have the intention, when I was answering Steve, that I intend to do town hall meetings to engage with people, because money is a real issue in family. Any one of you who is in family will understand that money is a real issue in the family, and that literacy counts for something. So there are about 3 partners. There are about 3 partners that I intend to work with, so that when I do this kind of town hall conversations, it's not about me, but the package of information that I put together, and I don't need to know everything. I can only bring on board what I know and what other people know that is valuable for our family and our life experience. Then other people can bring it into the mix for the benefit of my audience.
Nafasi nyingine kwa wale waliofinyiliwa, nafasi nyingine kwa wale wasio na sauti, nafasi nyingine kwa wale walio na shauku, nafasi nyingine Mungu nipe nguvu mpya.
I've discussed it to the extent that a lot of our potential is held back because of our mental wellness at a transgenerational state. The African continent as a whole, first of all, we suffered slavery for centuries, the slave trade and all that. Then we were colonized. Then we began the struggle for independence. All those are mental wellness issues. Then we began the struggle for independence. And all this time, the narrative, the stories, the trauma on families gets to become transgenerational. So the trauma, I am raising my children according to how I was raised and my experience, or at least the experiences of my life rub off down to my children, and the same goes forward. So I want you to imagine that whole picture. And First World War, Second World War, and I have actually read and researched on written material by African scholars on the impact of trauma on Africa, even if you bring it locally. Some of our bad politics, whatever we call bad politics, it is because the actors of the political system were subjected to a form of trauma they didn't have an opportunity to heal from. People go through a process to heal from trauma.
That's it from us. My name is Buki Odero, and this has been the Leopard Show.
I appreciate my